Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. I hope everybody's having a whole great, what's today, y'all? Is it two? I hope y'all having a great, terrific tequila taco Tuesday, okay? I be forgetting what today is because so much be going on, okay? Anyway, look, it ain't that much going on, y'all, but y'all know I don't like going a day without talking to y'all or putting up some kind of content. Okay, so we round here with a quick little gossip chat, since the little things I want to dip in the dab or whatever, and we'll see how it's gonna go. Okay. Now I want y'all to make sure that y'all are going around here and being a subscriber. So I hope you've all subscribed to my channel to become a whole JayBird, don, okay, and whatnot. Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter. If you want to send me something on CashApp, feel free to. You don't have to. You do not have to. If you want to, okay? My CashApp is still JayLeesCorner as well. And y'all know to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good. Okay, thank you, Dwayne Pierre, okay, for the CashApp. You see, you said the CashApp before I even said something, Dwayne. Thank you so much, okay? But y'all know to share the video and also like the video, please, and thank you, okay? Now, look, I'm here. Hi. Hello. Just vibing, no makeup or whatever. It's been a long day. But again, we are here to have a quick little conversation about just a few little random things. Okay, now look, tomorrow night at 9 p.m., something is back that has been gone for a bit of a minute, but it's back with the jump off. Okay, tomorrow is game night. Dun. Okay, so tomorrow, 9 p.m. on JayLeesCorner, we're going to have game night. Okay, we're going to be playing my concoction. Okay, something I created in my head. Okay, Urban Jeopardy in the Melanated Neighborhood. Okay, again, Urban Jeopardy in the Melanated Neighborhood. Okay, I did not want to call it I did not want to call it Hood Jeopardy. Okay, so Urban Jeopardy in the Melanated Neighborhood seemed better to me. Okay, I feel like it's gonna be a fun time. Look, it's too much BS going on in the world, Craig. Okay, to not have a whole good time around here. So tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time will be game night. I will try to do it either every Wednesday. I'm trying to do once every week or every other week. I have a couple other games I've concocted in my head and whatnot. But again, fun will be had by all. Okay? Now, hey, my sweet babies. How y'all doing? How my loves? Okay? My babies. My sweet babies. Okay? I'm trying to stop doing them on these boys because I don't want to keep teasing that lady. or whatever. But again, hi to everyone that is here. What does Stevie do now? Well, I have a question about Stevie and Faith more than anything else. Okay. Okay, but hi. Ready for some foolishness? Because even though there's not much going on in the world, I can make up some things for to talk about, and we can make it foolish. Okay, I can do that. Okay, yes, the new music. Did y'all like the new waiting room music? Did y'all not hear it? Let me play it. Okay. Little twerk music, little you sound, just trying to be creative or whatever. Trying to do what I do on the days I do them. Okay, anyway, but hey, okay, hello. And the reason I did the new waiting room music is because I felt like gossip chats and my little late night snitching sessions is a different vibe. Like for my reviews, I'm gonna keep my other waiting room music. But for stuff I feel is a different feel, it's a little bit different. I'm gonna use that one. Okay, see a new sound. I hope y'all like it and whatever. Okay, but hey, to everyone, wait to hear your opinion about the honey, the Housewives of Beverly Hills. Even though I do not review Beverly Hills, I watch it and I have a whole opinion about them heifers today. Okay, don't tell me to. We ain't talking about I ain't got nothing on Nick. I ain't got nothing on Nick, not today. But we're gonna probably get on over to the Jasmine brand. If the Jasmine brand say something about Nick, we'll get into it then. Okay. Hi, I'm a new subscriber. Well, welcome, new subscriber. Welcome. Okay. Oh, Stevie. We're gonna get into him. Okay. But hello. What happened to the first honey? Go watch the video I made about it. Okay, nothing happened. It just look. People move on. Everything don't last forever. Ain't nothing more than that. I don't know why y'all keep asking what happened as if I did not do a whole video about it. So maybe you did not see the video. I'm not sure. But it's there. Anyway, I go. Let's move on. Okay, but hey. Sticky ass, loving that's probably for the game night or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Urban Jeopardy and whatever. Yes. Okay. Oh, Quiet Storm Jeopardy. Lauren. We'll have a little late night type of Jeopardy that's different. Let me text myself. We'll put in my notes. I can remember that. Okay, late night, because that's gonna be a whole different scenario, a whole different topic. Okay, late night Jeopardy and whatever. I can't spell Jeopardy. Okay, yes I can. Anyway, so that'll be next. That'll be later on down the line. Once we get to that. Okay, I'm happy y'all. I want to play. Yeah. So again, if y'all just came in, tomorrow is game night and we playing Jeopardy. Okay, as you see, Urban Jeopardy and then Melanated Neighborhood. Okay, not nice to me go off the rails because y'all know late night stuff. It be different. Yes, and it be different. My loves and my sweet babies. Okay, I was proud. I'm sorry. I was proud. Girl, stop. I've been trying to catch myself from doing it. Be doing too much. Okay, but again, you look, flat booties matter. Okay. Flat booties matter. A little trap music don't hurt nobody. A little trap elevator music don't hurt nobody around here. Okay. So yes, I am very, very, very excited about game night tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay, at 9 p.m. At 9 p of the M tomorrow. Okay. We are here for gossip chats. We are here for honey. It's okay. Because look, I understand I did not have a live after I announced me leaving the panel. When someone leaves somewhere, don't that mean they gone? Like, give me time to be gone before you ask if I'm gonna come back. Yes, it's like, Give me time to be gone before asking, am I coming back? But we are here to, have a gossip chat. Ain't about me, because again, ain't no story there, babies. It's really not. Like, I don't know what you're looking for. It's not. But y'all here on Jaylee's Corner, who was a YouTuber, before I got on the panel and would be a YouTuber after. It's like ain't nothing changed. It's just I made a whole video, y'all, and I this is the thing. I do not want to ignore the question, because then see, she ignoring it. Look what so I don't want to ignore it, but I'm like, I don't know what y'all. I don't know. Okay. Angie, I am debating on if I want to get into that conversation. I made a post, so let's get started. Okay, let's just get started. Okay, look, I'll say this. Thank you. Thank you so much for them. I'm doing a damn thing. Okay, around here. But let's get into the things we're gonna be about. So we'll start with the Macy Gray situation, and I'm going to just touch a little bit, because I seen what Macy said, and I posted. Thank you. I posted the clip of what Macy said on my IG. If y'all not following me on IG, follow me on IG at JayLeesCorner. And Macy was on the Piers Morgan show. First of all, anyone on the Piers Morgan show, some shit gonna go wrong. Okay. I feel like nothing good can come from being on the Piers Morgan show. I look so plain, y'all. I feel weird without my lipstick. Okay, let me put some lipstick on, because I can't be around here being, what I'm saying. I won't be around here, looking naked. Hold on, y'all. So. And that's how the makeup is applied. Okay, quick, fast, and hurry. So Macy was on Piers Morgan, and to me, he put her in a situation and asked her a question that couldn't go any way but in some circles, and some foolishness would ensue. And the question he asked her, as they were discussing different things, was, what did she, and because I have not watched the full interview, I do not know how they even got to this point of questioning. I don't know why he thought to ask Macy Gray, what did she think a woman was, or how, and I'm paraphrasing. And what she ended up saying was, in hindsight, was, to her, if someone goes and gets a reassignment surgery, meaning if somebody is trans and they transition from either male to female or female to male. But in her case, she was saying people who transition to be a trans woman. She feels that changing your parts does not make you a woman. That's what Macy Gray said. And again, for me, I feel like he asked her that question. And when you ask anyone that question, it's because I'm treading lightly, because I am not a trans woman. I do not personally, in my everyday life, know any trans women. I can say the only trans woman I've ever even had a conversation with on any level was T.S. Madison. But I still don't know Maddie like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know Maddie about, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know her in my everyday life. And I can only speak from a place of me and me as a woman. I don't even know the right terminology of, I think we are called cis women. I'm not even sure. I still feel like he asked that question to cause drama. In my opinion, I feel like everyone has a right to their opinion. I feel like everyone has a right to their opinion. What I respected about what she said was, she said, I will respect how you want me to address you. Whereas some people won't even do that. I feel like she said, but to me, meaning to her, to Macy Gray, that was her stance on what she felt like a woman was. Macy said to her personal opinion, her personal beliefs was, I was born a woman and you became a woman. And she felt like that's the difference. That's her opinion. And what I respected about that was, again, I prefer people to say, even though I don't agree with whatever you're doing, I respect you, your decisions, your life, and who you chose, who you choose, who you are. You know what I'm saying? And when I posted the clip on my IG page, I read what I said because I'm treading real lightly because I don't have time to be fussing with nobody about my opinion. But I don't mind saying what I said. Let me mute that. I want. Let's say a human being with boobs. Okay, I'll play what she said. I'm gonna put the mic up, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna play what she said while I pull up my post. Let's say a human being with boobs. You just start there.
Yeah, I mean, the dictionary is quite straightforward. It just says a human, adult, female, right?
No, a lot of people. Yeah, see, that's a little getting confusing. The whole he, she, they. That's gonna.
And I'm not sure why. Really, it's a bit like this whole issue of transgenders in sport. It's like I support all trans rights to fairness and equality.
Me too.
But not where you have people born to obvious physical superior bodies.
Me too.
Transitioning and then thrashing the women at their sport.
I totally agree. And I will say this, and everybody's going to hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Sorry.
You feel that?
I know that for a fact. Like, if you want me to call you a her, I will, because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman just because I call you a her and just because you got a surgery.
Because people do feel that there's biological sex and then there's gender identity. That you can identify as whatever you like
in terms
of gender, right? That's the freedom we live in.
Absolutely.
But actually, you can't change the mechanics of biological sex. They are what they are.
Well, just women go through just a completely unique experience, and surgery or finding yourself doesn't change that. Being a little girl is a whole epic book, and you can't have that just because you want to be a woman.
I mean, that when people like J.K. Rowling have said this, they get attacked, they get abused.
Yeah.
The cancel culture mob comes from me. She gets called transphobic and so on. You might get the same for saying it.
But it's the truth. I'm not, and I don't think you should be called transphobic just because you don't agree with, I just, there's a lot of, judgment and throwing, stones at people for just saying what it is. You know what I mean? So that is what she said. So when I made a post, I posted that clip of what she said. And in my comment section, I said, in my caption, I said, at the end of the day, everyone has their own opinion about things in life. This is for sure going to get Macy Grace inside. I looked from some people. I think, she said, and I put in quotations, I respect who you want me to look at you as, but that doesn't mean you are a woman based on biology. I was trying to figure out what she was saying. And I said, so I wonder if that was offensive or if people understood what she was trying to say. I felt like I want to have a conversation about this to be sure I'm understanding Macy's point correctly. Because as I said, I can't speak from a place of being trans. I can't speak from a place of even being in the LGBTQ community, okay, at all. But I also feel like we do not ever want to get to a point to where, because someone thinks of something differently, but still respects your life and how you live and who you are. If they can respect that, but still have their own beliefs on what they think is fact, that does not make them phobic, in my opinion. And we should not want to shut people up who opinion differs. And I think that's the part where I was like, I don't want to really even dive into the conversation, because it gets to a point to where people were like, well, you're ignorant. It's like, well, to me, there's a difference between somebody being ignorant because they're just being assholes, and someone who really does not know all the ins and outs of the trans world. But to me, that's the same thing as us being able to say that someone who was trans may not get how we feel in our world. And I wish we could get to a place to where both could come together, have a conversation, and both respect the other one's point of view. As long as I respect who you are and I respect who you want to be, and I have no issues with that, that should be okay for me, my opinion to be different. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm not, because I think phobia is someone who is fully against who you are. They don't respect who you are. They're saying you're not a woman. You're a man. That's being transphobic. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? To me. And I wish we got to the point to where someone's opinion that includes respect, but it differs from your opinion, could be respected. And I feel like there won't be a way for me to have an open conversation, because I don't have time for anyone assuming, oh, see, she's trans, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I had thought about talking about it. That's why I posted it on my IG just to put a filler out. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dip on back, because that's not my space. That isn't my space. And as far as her comments, I feel like people who are in the LGBTQIA community, they can have those conversations. However, in those conversations, I just hope that no one will make it seem like her opinion, her personal opinion, is like not wanted because she thinks differently about that. So that's why I have to kind of wrap my mind around it, because I don't fully understand it. And because I don't fully understand it, I don't understand what part of that they would find offensive. And because I can't know what part they find offensive, my opinion on it kind of doesn't matter, because I can only speak from my own opinion as who I am, and that's all I have. So that's the weirdness. So it's all conjumbled in my head. And I think that's the hard thing. But the main thing I feel like came from Macy's statement, in my opinion, was Piers Morgan is an asshole trying to set folks up all the time. That's just that on that. Boom. And other than that, we have to get to a point to where we can see that people can have a different opinion, and that's fine. As long as everybody is respecting everyone. My opinion does not have to be the same as you. As long as I accept who you are, that's fine. But if I'm not going to say if Macy feels like to her, what makes her a woman is this, that, and the other. So because of that belief, she feels like that's what it is. That's cool for her. But she's not trying to force anyone else to feel that way. It should not be an issue with that. That's, for me, it's the same thing as the whole Roe versus Wade situation. Roe versus Wade situation. To where people who do not believe in terminating the pregnancy for their own reasons want to force their opinions on us. And because they don't like that, because they don't agree with that, they want that to be, okay, well, no one can do it. because I believe that. So to me, it's a slippery slope. And I don't want to fall. That's why I did not really discuss that either, because it's the same exact thing. One person or one group of people believe something as their opinion, and that's their belief. And they then want to force that belief on how they think things are or should be on someone else who feels differently. And everyone should be able to have their, whatever. Rachel Dolezal was a black woman for years, and we were pissed. We were pissed when we found out that white lady was out here scamming, acting black for years because she identified as a black woman. So again, it's layers to this. And so for me, I'm looking like I'm not trying to jump down that rabbit hole at all, because it's not that ain't my wheelhouse. And I refuse to ever get caught in a Piers Morgan situation. Because I'm like, for me, Macy Gray got caught up in Piers Morgan's bullshit. Period. He asked a question. He asked a question that really had nothing to do with nothing. But when you ask someone that question, either way it goes, no matter what their response is, someone on either side will be offended or upset or confused or pissed or whatever. Whether it's someone on the trans side of the situation or someone on the cisgendered side of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everyone just needs to have it. My main thing is always this: you have to respect someone's choices because that's their life to live, and that's it. So that's as deeply as I can get into that, because I am not trying to get down that rabbit hole. I see comments in the comment section. I appreciate all the comments in the comment section. But, I can't say that I was offended by what Macy said, because what Macy said really doesn't affect me. But I can understand if someone who is trans or in the LGBTQIA community, if they feel some kind of way. That's fine for them to feel some kind of way. But as long as no one is saying, oh, her opinion, it's her opinion on what a woman is to her. The same way the opinion of a trans woman and who she is and her body, that's her opinion on who she is. And no one should be able to take that from her as a trans woman. No one should be able to tell Macy Gray how she feels about herself as a biological woman, is what she called herself. No one should have an issue with how she feels about herself. People need to stop trying to force other people to believe what they believe and ask folks to just respect their choice. I'm pro-choice in life, period. If you don't want to do this or do want to do that, it should be your choice to do what you want to do. No one should police your body. That should be the bottom line. No one should tell a woman what she can do with her organs and her body, and no one should tell a trans woman, how she should feel about herself, period, or trans or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that was me trying to kind of walk through this minefield that is opinions in 2022, because Lord, and because for me, like, I have COVID brain, so sometimes my words literally gets conjumbled in my head, and so I have recently been trying to be very careful to make sure I clearly get my point out, because sometimes I just get confused, and it'd be crazy. So I hope what I said made sense, because it may not have. I don't know. Yes, I don't know. But anyway, bottom line, accept people for who they are. Simple, please, and thank you. Okay. But since we've been like 30 minutes, I want y'all to take a second and like the video, because I did not plan on doing that. Again, like the video. But liking is always the thing to do. I forgot I did not even pull up the damn Method Man video. I was in the comment about it, so guess what? I have put up the Method Man video. Okay. Anyway, honey, when I say I had nope, I was not going to discuss Macy Gray. I really was not going to do. My signal looks crazy, y'all. I was not going to do it, but y'all got me round here talking about it. You hear me? Honey, I see these bots in here and I do not want to put on I do not want to put on subscriber only chat. I hate doing subscriber only chat. I feel like that is a cop out. But I also hate these damn bots, honey. But if y'all see them, you see a bot, just try to block them as you can for any of the mods who are in here. Because y'all is getting on my damn nerve. Let me see. I see Sam is in here. I see Sam and Tracy. Angie, honey, do you want to be a mod? Because I know you always around here. So Angie, I just added Angie as the mod. Welcome Angie to the mod hive. You really want to be one, you is one now. So it just is what it is, honey. I try to pick people I consistently see in my chat. Thank you, him. Because you know I was I be trying to keep myself I'm looking for something. Because thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't know how much I be, bouncing ideas and stuff and trying my best to be, the good thing or whatever. So, I be appreciating when him come in like, girl, you did that. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. But anyway, yeah. So if you see a troll around here, go ahead and block their ass real quick. Say get the fuck out of here. Because I'm like, what is going on? I don't know Oh wait, Shauna. Okay, I see Shauna one. Okay, let me add Shauna in because Shauna's a member. So Shauna May, I just added you. Let me see. Well, let me. I'm gonna add more folks next time. I want to get to the shit. Okay. Anyway, hey y'all, we around here going to get into the topics that I actually have on the thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but the next live I have, I'll ask my folks, but I want to kind of focus because I gotta pick a name that it takes a lot. So yeah. Anyway, so the first thing we're gonna say congratulations to is a new baby is on the way, honey, for Big Sean and Janae Aiko. Okay, now look, everybody know for a fact that what I'm saying they are our favorite couple. I love me some Janae and some Big Sean. I'm saying Big Sean from Detroit. So great. Now, while do y'all know Janae Aiko she has a daughter, older daughter. Her baby's father is Omarion's brother Orion. I was like, oh. So she has a daughter with Orion. Okay, and now she's going to have another baby with Big Sean. I really want them to get married or whatever. Because they don't have to be married. But I love their vibe as a couple to me. And I just want them to like have more babies again and just have good times. But again, it came out a couple weeks ago that she was pregnant because someone said like, I saw her today, Aiko, and someone in the store, or whatever, she looked pregnant, and someone leaked that information then. Okay, and I'm like, let folks make their own announcements. Okay, so to me, when you out walking in a skin tight dress in public, I mean that you ain't had to that point. So, yes, her baby is Orion. Okay, yeah, that's what her child father is. But this is an announcement. You out with your belly out. So I'm like, okay, congrats to them. Having a whole child is a whole blessing. Okay, babies upon babies around here. So it's great. Big Sean did put on his social media how he cannot wait to be a father after the news came out. And Janae Aiko posted a picture of her as a baby. Well, not a baby. Well, she was younger. Okay, she was younger and she was holding her belly, so it was a cute way for her to say, "I'm pregnant too." So again, she is all stomach. Okay, she is all, and she has to be at least 5 months. I feel like she's about 5 months because she's so tiny, but her belly is tiny too. I don't think she's like newly. I think she's at least, I'm saying, about 5 months along. And stuff. Okay, so it's cute. So congrats to the couple. Congrats on them fully announcing, walking together out and about, belly out and whatever. Good, 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 good. I love it. Okay. Now let's get over to Method of the Man. METHOD man. Okay. Method Man who we look. I had to show y'all Method Man currently. Okay, but also old Method Man, you know, some back in the day. So we all love Method Man. You know, he's a great person currently. He's been acting. You know, he's on the Star Show, Power Book 2. I think it's great, great, great. And he's been in other stuff too. So he is handsome. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. But back in the day, you know, Method Man looked different back in the day, and he was on doing like a little interview, and he spoke about a time where he basically dissed Destiny's Child and how it affected him to this day. Okay, to this day. Now I want to play the little video. Listen up to what that man said, because I mean I can respect anybody who can own up to the bullshit of their past. Okay, so let's listen.
Just came off stage, and where we were sitting at, nothing but VIPs. You know, we had NSYNC up here, Destiny Child right there. Tommy Lee was over here, Pink. And I see the girls. So, you know, I kind of moseyed out of my seat to go over and say what's up to them. Now, this is me still in my low self-esteem era. But I'm thinking like, okay, comfort zone here. I'm going to say what's up to the girls. I love them. I'm just going to say hi. I go over to say hi to them. And when I said hi, they didn't even turn around and acknowledge me. Now, my ass in my head, with my low self-esteem, is like, oh, they just shitted on me. When in fact, they didn't even hear me. It was so loud in that motherfucker. And that's the excuse that I'm giving right now. They didn't even fucking hear me. That's what. Afterwards, Rockwilder, he was going to do the Bootylicious song for him. He comes over. He's talking to him. He's like, oh, y'all know Red and Meth? And they put their hands out to shake. And I kept my hand here and was like, go ahead with that Hollywood shit. To this day, that shit hurt my heart because neither Kelly, Beyonce, or Michelle ever did any fucking thing to me. You know? But me being so miserable, and in that fucking moment, I felt like they wasn't treating me the way I should have been treated. Who am I to think that about these girls? They're here to promote themselves and break records and things of that nature. And it was not about me, it was about Janet fucking Jackson. You know? And to this day, man, like, I don't think I've ever apologized for that. I apologize to Beyonce, I apologize to Kelly Rowland and Michelle. Y'all did not deserve that at all.
Fuck. Sorry, I'm back, honey. This is why I need to stop muting myself, because I forget to unmute myself. But y'all can hear me now. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna let y'all come on back in. Can y'all hear me now? Yes, 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 yes. What I was saying before I was, on mute. I was saying some things, okay? I was saying some things. What I was saying was, I don't think people remember who Method Man was before. I think people see him as who he is now. And I'm like, people don't get that sometimes you can be attractive to people because your outside is attractive, but you was rotten on the inside. So for him to admit that, back then or whatever, he was being mean to somebody for no real reason. For no real reason besides he felt like they owed him attention. And a lot of men feel that way, that because of who they are, you know what I'm saying? How dare you not? And I like how he was honest in how he thought. You know what I'm saying? I read your letter. You said, oh, shit. I got a text like, oh, shit. So, thank you for the notification. But him being honest and saying, I was a fucked up individual. I was the one who was rotten from the inside. I was the one who was really out here thinking someone owed me something, and they did not owe me shit, okay? And I dissed them for no real reason. And then when they tried to acknowledge me, I was the one being rude to them on some Hollywood shit. And a lot of people in the industry, in my opinion, back in the day, was very, very either mean, rude, dismissive, or just downright dirty and nasty to other people. So to hear Method Man, who he's a legend. He was a solo artist. He was also part of Wu-Tang Clan or whatever. He, to me, is a legend in his own right. So for him to admit I was a whole low self-esteem having, riding to the core person who it was just in my feelings about how someone ignored me, but in hindsight, they're not even really ignoring me. And I love the fact that he was like, you know what, to this day it fucks with me. And I never said sorry. He looked in the camera and gave each of them an apology. And to me, I think more folk could do that, because the more folk did that, it would help them grow as people, and also whoever they offended. Because who knows how that made them feel as young women then. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing worse than you thinking, you know what I'm saying, shit is cool, and someone, go ahead on that bullshit. I'm like, look, first of all, what do you mean go ahead on? You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do think he understands Meth understands growth and humility. It's a good show. He is a different person now than who he was just by the pictures here. Because the one who at first, that's Wu-Tang Method Man. That's Wu-Tang Method Man. Okay, and then the other two is him currently, where he is fully engulfing himself. I'm sorry, and being a grown ass man. And we've kind of seen him grow to be that. So even when the story came out about him allegedly messing with Wendy Williams years ago, and I can't believe, I'm like, how can y'all not believe it? Because the Method Man we see now is not who he was then. And the Wendy we see currently wasn't who she was back then. You hear me? And so that's why I feel like I can appreciate somebody block Jack out here, because he out here being on bullshit. Because I'm like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Because I hate seeing weird shit. Anyway, but I want more people to be honest about their fucked upness. And the more folks was honest about them, what? Sometimes when y'all be in these comment sections and y'all be posting weird shit, the reason we think it's spam is because it doesn't make no sense. So sometimes we'll see stuff. Look at this. It look. Wait. Some stuff look like spam, so it's like you should try to just not do that, and you won't get blocked. Because I don't know how real that person is or whatever, but your shit look like spam, and I can't have it. Okay, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Anyway, but Method Man has grown. Okay, he's fully grown on us, and I love that. I wish more men could do that, because I'm pretty sure niggas in the 90s, dudes in the 90s and the 2000s was just some oohs. It was just some ooh, because I know them. I was in the streets. I wasn't hoeing, but I was out partying, having fun, okay, or whatever. And so I can imagine how hard it had to be for women in that industry around dudes who felt entitled. And to me, what Method was saying was, I had such low self-esteem that I felt entitled to be acknowledged by someone else. And if they did not do that, then fuck you, I'll be rude to you. When in hindsight, they did not do nothing to him. So I can only imagine how other folk who really had high self-esteem and thought they was the shit, how they treated somebody who, you know what I'm saying, did not, come within the right way. Okay, it's like, no, don't do that. Okay, look, boom. The drugs, alcohol, new money, low self-esteem comes across as a big ego. And people have that now. And I think men may not be getting that. That's no longer attractive to women. Yeah, it was bow down. Bow down? For what? Poor K. No. So I loved his honesty. I loved him telling us something that we had no clue. And I really hope because Destiny Child, Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle may not even remember that. But him speaking up for what he did and what he held on to. I think he felt like, damn, that was all me. Ooh, can you imagine? Look, y'all saw the BT Awards, and it was a running joke about how Diddy could not get more artists to perform on the Lifetime Achievement Award because he had fucked everybody over. So the fact that we see how many folk Diddy fucked over that was with him, just musically, I can't imagine the women across the world, Craig, who he thought, go ahead on somewhere. Go ahead on somewhere. Because that's how you feel. So I'm like, you have to really be out here being real careful. Real careful. Because if not, you never know how karma comes back to bite you in the ass. I feel like Method Man has been working on himself for a while. Because he's been different for a while. He's been speaking differently for a while. He's been looking differently for a while. And, it's nothing better than seeing a man get himself together mentally and spiritually and emotionally. I think that's what I like the most about Meth. Not how he looks. He's fucking fine. Do not get me wrong. But it's something about a person who is fully understand themselves. And they're fully at peace with themselves. And they're not out here, trying to impress hoes or whatever. They're not out here trying to be rude and disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't, who Meth is. Now that may be who Diddy is, right. Shout out to growth. Even, look, I am a whole different person now in my 40s. Look, old Jaylee, look, right is right. If Rain is in the chat, old Jaylee, which is also called JayLeesha, that bitch is crazy. You hear me? You hear me? Yeah, I wasn't. JayLeesha was someone who should never be on YouTube, ever, because I would be cussing folks out all the time. So I can imagine, me, in the 90s, in the 2000s or whatever. It's just like, no. It's like, no. Boom. Come on now, Shannon. At the River Rock. Okay. In these streets is what it was. Okay. And you have to grow up. You have to grow up and be different. Because if not, you'll be stuck in that bullshit. Look, JayLeesha's buried deep down. But trust and believe, if push comes to shove, you do not want to see her out here. I think if him in the chat, him know too. Him has heard stories about, the past of it all or whatever. Because you it's a side of me that I leave it in the thing. So to me, JayLeesha, which is a very much so aggressive, I will beat your ass and not care kind of person. So my switch is real easy to flip. The same way for Method Man, the way that he felt like somebody owed him something, so he had an attitude about stuff, is how I was. I felt like, bitch, don't try me, nobody around me. I got into a fight I fought someone at a restaurant, a waitress, because the bitch said to my friend, okay, all she said was, that was it. That was it. She said we were leaving, and I don't even know what was I don't know what the issue was, but the waitress said, and JayLeesha went off. And I'm a very different person now than I was then. I live a very different. I'm very zen. I'm very look, I'm just vibing. I'm just vibing. I be vibing around here. But JayLeesha, that bitch, ooh, Jesus, no, okay? And you have to sometimes leave who you was in the past. Don't allow folk to do that. And when you realize that you're different, you can admit, if I was to ever find a waitress, I don't know who she is. I don't know who she is. I cannot remember her face. But I would say, I'm sorry for beating you up because you said to my friend, I shouldn't have did that. Can't be like that. A lot of people, including him, are different. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is grown. Here, there, and everywhere around here. but you can't be. So it's like you can't do that. So I guess for Method Man, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just I keep JayLeesha down deep. But I'm telling you, she only comes out when she's been protective. I am very protective. I am an alpha protecting lioness about the people in my life. And if you try it, like it's my voice is different. Ain't no you can't it ain't no look when I see, and that's why I always say I don't comment or even feed into the stories about the because I'm like when I seen the thing of somebody pushed a nephew off I said, bitch, if you push my nephew off a bike, I'm going to jail instantly. You hear me? You hear me? So I make sure to keep myself very much so in control of my emotions, in control of my environment, because you do not ever want to go back to who you used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I can appreciate Method Man's growth as a grown man. And that's what look, when it's necessary, look, it's a whole different thing. But y'all would never see it though. I would never because I don't live that life. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have reasons. Like that ain't me. And I think the reason Method Man was able to freely have this conversation because he's not that person anymore. It's a reason why he was able to so eloquently talk about it and be honest with who he was because he had grown so much. I can now joke and laugh about JayLeesha because I'm not that person anymore. Unless you fuck with someone I love, and then I'm going, it's going to happen. It's going to go down immediately or whatever. And I got bail money. But other than that, it's like I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. But anyway, y'all, let's move on from that. I want to get on to the foolishness that is the housewives and their asses around here. And I want to go touch on this quickly so I can cuss out some white women or whatever and praise Garcelle. First of all, Garcelle is gorgeous. Okay? Gorgeous. I love Garcelle. She's one of the reasons why I consistently watch the Housewives of Beverly Hills because she's the main black woman on that show, and I am always trying my best to support black women. And I love her. I loved her when she was fancy on the Jamie Foxx show. I loved her even as one of the Rose Bears in Coming to America. You hear me? Okay. And look, if I was ever a lesbian in a different life, I would want to be the wife of Fancy, of Garcelle. But in this life, I am strictly diggly. Okay, I don't like penis. I don't want vagina, and that's it with that. Anyway, so y'all know Garcelle has 3 sons. She's a set of twin boys and an older son. On the recent episode of the show, one punk ass Ariel Jane was around there drunk at Garcelle's birthday party, and in her drunkenness, or in my opinion, in her normalness, okay, she was flirting with Garcelle's son, her oldest son, who I believe was married, for one. And then when the younger son, when one of the twins was 14 years old, 14, you hear me? Erica drunk ass Jane, who was the white one with the blonde hair and the blue shirt on or whatever, told Garcelle's son to get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? First of all, wait, hold on. First of all, bitch, don't cuss at my child. Don't do that. You hear me? The fact that she cursed and said, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here and can't repeat. I said, oh, bitch. And you had Dorito ass right next to her. And then, Crystal's ass or whatever saying, oh, no, fuck that. No, the fact that no one said, Erica, you on bullshit, cut it out. You cannot be wrong. That would have been a JayLeesha moment. That would have for sure been a JayLeesha. If someone told me that someone told my nephew or my child or my man's child or my friend's child or my godchildren who are 14 years old, DJ's only 16, said, get the fuck out and bitch, you at my birthday party, that's my son. Oh, bitch. Now, when her son, who's 14, was like, "Oh my God, Mom, I can't believe it." Erica said, and he told Mom what happened, and she was like, "What? And what?" And she went back in. Not to me, Garcelle. You should have clapped harder. Okay, you should have clapped harder. You should have did a smack. First of all, I would have look. I would have got fired for fighting because I would have drug her ass from the front to the back door. What I respect about Garcelle is because Garcelle is real classy. She real fancy. And she did not want to do all of that. What I respected was she came and said, "Hey, that was not okay. That's my son. I'm out of here." But she at least addressed it in that moment. Me and Erica would have been fighting the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Angie, she didn't want to sing ghetto. And that is what aggravated me before because she was the only black woman on the show. And now we have Cherie, who was Will Smith's ex-wife, who's not a friend of. Garcelle can't do the same thing as white women do because she know how they'll talk about her. But me, I wouldn't give a fuck. Would not care. I defended my son. We've seen each woman on that show go off and cuss and fuss about their kids and never is called in. "Oh, they're being a great mom." But I know for a fact if Garcelle do it, it would be an issue. And at the reunion, because Garcelle posted on social media that some of the stuff she did not see until the show aired. She didn't see it happen or whatever. So seeing it, I'm like, Garcelle, at that reunion, take Erica's head off, take Kyle's head off, and take Dorit head off. Because when they was up there talking about it, and Dorit and Kyle was laughing, like, "Oh, bitch, what? Bitch, what?" And then Kyle gonna say, "Oh, I was laughing at Erica being drunk, not about her, being rude to Garcelle's son." Look, if at the end of the day, her being drunk don't matter. What she did to that lady's son is what should be the topic. But these white women love to do that bullshit. You can't do it with me. And let's get to this little rich heifer right here in the black dress. Look at this little heifer right here. This the little white heifer who was on social media saying how it must be horrible to be a black content creator, and then going backpedal pussy pop and say, "Oh, what I meant was I thought a black content was." Bitch, no. She tried to make it seem as if she did not know a black content creator was a jab at black people. Girl. Shut the fuck up. You hear me? I don't care how rich you is. Shut the fuck up. And when Garcelle was asked about her reply, how do you feel about Diana saying she did not know that black content creator was would be taken racistly? Is that a word, racistly? I made it a word. Because the person she said it to was a black content creator. And Garcelle said, well, she's ignorant. Because she is. And this bitch, let me go to my IG. Because I don't, I wasn't prepared sometimes. I wasn't. So I had to just say shit the right way on my IG page because I didn't feel like being as prepared as I should have been today because I planned this live, while I was at work and the work was busy. But her response to Garcelle is what made me say, "Oh, sometimes we have to read other races of people for filth because Garcelle won't do it." And because Garcelle won't do it, I don't mind being a gatekeeper and going off and saying what I said, okay? And this heifer said, "Dear Garcelle, next time you go on TV, why don't you educate yours on how many times I went to Haiti, your home country? Why don't you tell them how many planes full of first aid and medical supplies I sent to Haiti? Why don't you tell the viewers how many millions of my dollars I've given to your country?" First of all, bitch, it ain't Garcelle's job to educate anybody on what you did. The fact that you up here trying to make it seem as if we owe you, bitch, we don't owe you nothing. You were ignorant. You were. And to come at Garcelle from, in my opinion, a place of a rich white woman sending money to a poor black country, you should be able to only speak that highly of me about what I was like, you're going to get punched in your throat fully punch in your throat. Because how dare you? This is why I feel like we as Black people have to always treat white folks how they treat us. I don't have time to be out here placating and making them feel all safe and secure. Oh, don't be. And look, if you come at me sideways, I'm gonna come back at you the same way. And I do not like when anyone who happens to be a white rich person says to the Black woman from Haiti, "How I've done so much for your country." And you should, she said, a woman from Bosnia did that. Also, you could have mentioned all the money I have given and everything I have done for women's rights in the Congo and other Black communities. Bitch, okay. So because you, what is my point? If you done so much in the Black community, you would have never said anything about a Black content creator being a bad thing, bitch. You hear me? Hit me good. Miss me with your bullshit. Okay, now let's get to Erica because I want to get past them and move on. Let's get to Erica. No, what's her damn name? Renna. Where's Renna? Renna out here being an asshole too. Okay, Renna out here on social media, and what she said was, "We fight on our show. If we fight with Garcelle, we are all of a sudden called a racist. That's bullshit. I will not accept that. I will express myself when and how I want, and I am not afraid of any of you hoes. Hoes? Who's some hoes, bitch? Anyway." And if you are if you are just so triggered by our show, and a lot of you pussies are, go watch Dubai. Now, yeah, look, I don't watch Dubai. You have a whole half. I don't watch Dubai. Not because for no other reason besides I was just too consumed and too overwhelmed already. I did not want to add another show. But I am fully aware that it is many people of color, okay, around there. And these bosses really out here, okay? Oh, God. Let me put on, look, y'all know I really do hate having to have subscriber only chat on because I feel like I always want people to be able to comment as they see fits. But let me cut on. If it happens again, y'all, I'm gonna cut on subscriber only chat so that way we don't have to deal with the bots. But I think it's enough mods there to get their ass and to get their ass. Okay. Anyway, back to my rant. That is what Lisa said about the women of the Housewives of Dubai. First of all, no one calls them women racist because they're fussing with Garcelle, who is a Black woman. The reason y'all are racist is because y'all treat her differently because she's a Black woman. It's not because y'all fuss with her. It's how y'all treat her because she's Black. Y'all give her a hard time because she's Black. Y'all do not treat her the same because she's Black. I'm going to say it in every way you can. That's what it is. And that is why no one wanted a person of color on the show. Because y'all did not want to show how racist y'all were. You did not want to be seen for who you was. Okay? And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Okay? So Renna trying to make it seem as if the viewers are painting her out to be racist for no reason. No. It's because of how you treat the person on the show who happens to be someone who is melanated. You hear me? Now the Dubai women replied, the women from the show replied. Someone said, Renna, Africa want their lips back. Okay. And they were also asking her why mention our show. They was going on. They was checking her how they should be checked. Okay. Look, don't come for us. We will drag you for filth. Leave us be. Renna then went on and said, because I'm not trying to get all this and that. Renna then went on and said, where's her reply? My advice to you, you need to bring the kind of energy you just brought to me to your show. Cheers. Again, Renna's a whole asshole. You hear me? And I love that Caroline said, listen, trash box. Focus on your career because your career is for line because you're not that entertaining. And she isn't. You hear me? She is not. Renna ass pulled a white woman. She pulled a white woman and she blamed her antics on her mother passing away. And this fully triggered me. I hate when anybody uses the death of a parent to excuse bad behavior. That aggravates me because we have lost people in our lives and no one should be able to say, oh, it's because my mom died. Rena did this whole grief never ends, but it changes. It's a passage down a place to stay. Grief is not a sign of weakness nor a lack of faith. It is the price of love. She then said, I have had a really hard time, really rough time of it. I think you've seen how hard this has hit me. I'm sorry if I've raged on you about you. It literally has nothing to do with any of you. I never thought I would feel this way. I really thought grief would be about sadness and pain, but it's much more. I am really struggling. I just never thought I would feel like this, but here it is. Losing my mom really hit me hard. Thank you for your patience with me. I know it's not easy to have warm fuzzies for me right now, but I'll get through this and hopefully come out the other side stronger. Okay, let me get back on screen. Let me get back on screen. I'm gonna say this in the most kind way as I can. Okay. Again, this is the most kind way I can say this. Fuck Lisa Rinna. You hear me? You hear me clearly? Look. My dad died 2015. You know what I'm saying? And I would never use losing him as an excuse on why I'm currently being a bitch. The issue with Rinna is Rinna was a bitch before her mom passed away on the show. Rinna is no different now than she was before her mom passed away. Had she been different before, I would have understood her saying, okay, I'm because I'm like, Rinna ain't like that. That ain't how Rinna. She's always been this person. So to use your parents' death is a fucked up thing to do. Because us people who really be grieving our parents and going through it on certain days, bitch, you just spit in our face. You're trying to play a goddamn public cry for help because you see. The thing with Rinna is, Rinna has always been this way, but she's never really been caught out by black people. Because she's now been caught out by black folks, she now has a reason to say, oh, I can't upset the black people. Let me claim that I'm sad because my mama died. Bitch, we don't care. I don't care. I do not care that you are blaming your mom dying because that's bullshit. Period. When my dad died, I did not leave my parents' house for about two full weeks. My dad died on a Sunday. I left my house, went to the hospital, went back to my parents' house, and I stayed for 2 weeks without going nowhere. And I stayed there for 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying, entirely. Rinna went on a fucking cash trip a couple days after her mom died because as she said, my mom would have wanted me to go. Cool. You are no different with your mom gone than you were when she was here. So do not blame that lady for not being here anymore as a reason for you going at a show that is predominantly with women of color. Because when you did that, the black folk got on your ass. And you felt the black heat. You felt black Twitter. You then want to go and be a pussy as you told other folks to not do. You backpedaled and pussy popped. Please feel bad for me. My mom died and I'm grieving. You was the same bitch before, Rinna. Do not blame your mom. Don't do that. Stand in your shit and leave it be. If you can't do that, get the fuck out of my face. People really be grieving and be sad and depressed about their parents dying. And this heifer up here making it seem as if, oh, it made me be a bitch. And you were already a bitch. And your mom loved you. And it's sad that she passed away. But if you are true, I'm enraged. Cool, but guess what? You were the same person before. That's the difference. That's the difference. And for me, when my dad died, I was in such a haze for like 3 months. I didn't have time to rage against any fucking body. I could not be coherently making goddamn Twitter and IG posts and shit. Wasn't doing that. Wasn't doing it. Baby, comb my hair. Barely comb my hair. 2 days after her mama passed away, that week, excuse me, after her mom died, because it was on the show. It's currently airing on the show. You hear me? She was out on the boat drinking, having fun with the girls. If I see a bird, that's for my mom. Okay, that's fine. But you being a pussy, don't do that. That's not cool. Don't, because people really be having hard times. So don't use that to get sympathy, because you are getting called out by Black Twitter and the Black folks. Don't do it. Not on my watch. No, ma'am. No. No. You hear me? And I've always said, before you lose a parent, you have no idea what it feels like to lose one. So I can speak from experience in how it is. And even though it does hit everyone differently, no one should use that reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm grieving my mom. So that's why I'm currently being a bitch. Even though my mom passed away whenever ago, you the same person. So kiss my ass. Suck my dick all day. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I won't do it. Mm-mm. I can only accept somebody acting that way when I know for a fact before their parent passed away, they were different. And you then see the change in their behavior. And you then realize, damn, they going through it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, they going through it. That's when you say, okay, yeah, she tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's Kanye West. When Kanye West, mama, dad, he did change. He was already a little bit off before dying the pathway, but after Kanye West, mom, dad, he did change. He did. He got worse. That's someone who I can say, yeah, that nigga did change. Shit went left. But not Renner. Thank you to L for the super chat. Renner can scoot. She can scoot over. Okay, I'll stop laughing. Renner can scoot over there with Roseanne Barr with all that shrouding their racist remarks under the guise of being mentally off. Bye wig. You know what I'm saying? It'd be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't play them. I don't play them parent games. I don't ever, because once you know what it's like, no one forgets the fucking moment they get to call their parent died. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't forget where you were, what you were doing, nothing, and you don't use that excuse 7 months, 8 months, or whatever down the line as the reason as to why you're currently doing something. Because I thought, no, bitch, you don't know what happened. It isn't, okay. I had to get that out. At the end of the day, Garcelle is the most gracious Black woman on that show, and I need her and Cherie, or Cherie, Will Smith. I need them to read their asses for filth. Okay, you hear me? Now, first of all, like the video, and I'm gonna move on to the next topic. Okay. Because liking is the thing to do. Okay. Let's get into a little bit of my opinion on Faith and Stevie J. Okay. Now look, they didn't do nothing, y'all. It's not that serious or whatever. But I feel like I'm questioning, is Stevie J and Faith the new Bobby and Whitney? And what I mean by that is, I'm like, is one of them being held hostage? I feel like someone could possibly be held hostage. Now, Stevie J, posted a little video of them on his IG, and I just feel like Faith is sitting there and she just, is she being held captive? Or she's sitting around and just enjoying being with that man. I don't know. Okay. Like I was like, what is that weed? Are those edibles? What's going on? And part of me feel like, why is he always I don't know. But I was like, are they the new Bobby and Whitney? Yes, they're still together. I was shocked too, because they be claiming they're gonna get divorced. It be so much going on, and then out the blue, they just be out here together like it's nothing, and I be confused. I be looking like, so y'all, is it forever, forever? Because they both will file for divorce. They will both like not be talking to each other, whatever. It'd be weird, and then out the blue, they'll just pop up together. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? And she just sometimes to me, she look like, well, I'm just here. I can't get out, so I'm just gonna stay here until I can't, So I'm like, is it a Whitney and Bobby thing? Is it a Whitney and Bobby? Could it be a Whitney and Bobby thing? Okay, I just feel like it's possible. And like she just vibing out in her own little world. All right, Bobby, I'm sorry, leave me alone. Like it's just weird to me. And I'm all for love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she look a bit out of it. And we get Faith like to have a good time. Stevie's a narcissist. Sometimes she look a bit, whatever. Yes, they're the best. When he but Faith is whooping him. It's just weird. Okay, Faith even have the same divorce attorney as in Ray J. It's just weird to me. So I was like, I just don't like it. I always think it's weird when we feel like they share certain things and then out the blue, it be like, okay, look at us together. Look at her over there. Can't go nowhere. Yeah, sit there, girl. Look around. Look at me. Smile. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just don't get it. And I'm like, does she know she been recorded? Do she know she look a bit, high? Because ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of smoke. People smoke weed or whatever. People smoke a little weed, little edibles or whatever. Faith used to run. I just be wondering. I'm like, for me, it just gave like, okay, it's a bit of Bobby and Whitney and Bobby. I want to get out, but I can't get out. And so I'm like, look, I want them to be happy. I do. I want them to be happy and love. But a part of me feel like it won't happen because one or both of them are living a lie. I don't know which one of them is living a lie. But I just want them to get help. You know what I'm saying? That's toxic. Yes. My Ghostbusters. I like the Ghostbusters. What? I don't know where that came from. That was funny. But I want them to be better separately, not together. Faith doesn't want to give Stevie alimony because he was trying to get her money. So I'm like, is she stuck? Is she stuck? It did feel like, she was like, are you recording me? Are you recording me? I'm going to sit here and bob my head. I don't know. Like, don't, because Faith don't post her own to her own channel. It's always something that Stevie posted about them together. And I'm like, please, blink twice. Faith, if you blink twice, we'll call 911. We'll get you out of there. Get you out of there. Okay? Anyway. Off for them too. I just wanted to say that. But I want to move on to my probably last topic, which is the Wendy of the Williams. So we know Wendy Williams has her show. The Wendy Williams show has ended. We know that she wants to do a podcast. And what was crazy was the fact that we found out recently the website is gone. The Wendy Williams Show website is gone. And so is the YouTube page. And I feel like I don't understand why it seems like someone is trying to erase the past 14 years or how many seasons the show has been on, is weird to me. I feel like, she was a huge part of our generation. I feel like the same way Oprah was around for a long time, and when the Oprah show went off, it was very, very strange. But however, when the Oprah show went off, we didn't really have like all this technology, like we didn't have YouTube or whatever. So, that's different. I feel like Wendy has been on long enough to where it did not make any sense that they shut down the website. They took the YouTube page down. And I wonder if the YouTube page was taken down because it may be a question on who has the right to earn money from it. Because that YouTube page was going to make money. Okay, money. And was it a question on who gets paid from it? And I don't think it was deleted. I think they made the channel just not public so that no one can watch nothing. But I'm like, that's like, she had fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's weird. Like, even the fact that they said that all these things from her set were going to be thrown away. I wonder, where is the bad blood at? Is it that Wendy don't want to fuck with them? Do they not want to fuck with her? I know they said that allegedly that she was asked to do a like goodbye video. She declined it. So it's like, who's trying to hurt who? And I feel like even though the show ended, we can't make it seem as if it wasn't there ever. Like when because Ellen's show was going off. When Ellen's show was gone, are they gonna delete her shit too? And that's weird. Now, ultraviolet. Don't nobody want to watch them boring episodes of Remy and Fat Joe. Look, I can honestly say I watched a total of maybe 10 episodes since Wendy's been gone. The majority of the time that I watched was when Sherry hosted. I liked Sherry hosting, I really did. But I didn't watch all them other folks. I didn't have time. I seen one with Kim Whitley. The rest were with Sherry. I saw like one of each other host, but I did not like watch a full show. I watched like a good 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, this is boring. I can't do this. So I just feel like they are trying to erase her, and I don't understand why. I feel like the show was going off for so long, even if they were trying to slow down the momentum of that brand still being active, it was a better way to do it than out the blue one day the YouTube page is gone and the website for our page is no longer working. That to me is just weird, and I don't get it. I don't know why they're trying to just erase her, and that's the part that I feel like her fans are the most mad about. Because some people want to still watch her old show. Because I think it's, even if you don't want to watch the guest co-host, why couldn't we rewatch Wendy's episodes? That's what I'm like. Why not just do that? That's the thing to do, to watch the old Wendy episodes, okay? And I was like, I just don't know what to do, because it's sad. But I also feel like Wendy needs to go sit down some damn where. I fully do believe Wendy needs to sit down somewhere and she needs to kind of chill out a little bit or whatever. And she doesn't have to come back right now. I think so many people feel like she has to come back right now, and I don't think she's ready. I don't. I think that may also be reasons why there is bad blood between her and the production company, Dead My Mercury, because they hoped she would come back, and she said, "Nah, I can't," because she's not physically ready, and she just isn't, and that's okay. It takes time to heal from all kind of things or whatever. But I'm like, it's just, I just want them to fix it. We have witnessed so much tragedy unfold. Her cheating husband, her mother dying, and decline of her mental and physical health. Very sad with Miss Wendy. And that's the part I feel like they could have made that channel show all the good moments. And that could be her legacy. Take out the episode of her falling out in that Statue of Liberty outfit. Take out any of the home episodes of her at home. That was weird. Take out the guest co-host shit. Leave that off. Only put the episodes of her when she was at her best, and leave that there. period. And that way, it's just not gone. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole like 12 seasons. It's 14 seasons, I think 12 years of stuff. Okay. And it's just weird. They own her name, that might be where the bad blood is. But even if they own her name, I don't get why they was, if they own her name, taking down the YouTube page and the website to me is messy. And that's like saying, F Wendy. We don't want anyone to see her best. She chose to not, say goodbye in whatever way. So we're going to shut everything down. It was, y'all get on my goddamn nerves. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay. But that's all I have, y'all. I did not mean to be on here for an hour and a half for all this stuff. But yeah, look, y'all know tomorrow is game night. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. on JayLeesCorner, we'll be playing Urban Jeopardy in the Melanated Hood. Okay, I'm probably going to go Hood, because that's what it is. And I cannot wait to play these games with y'all. Okay, I cannot wait. It's going to be just a fun night of laughing and talking. Okay, I hope everybody was able to have a drink as well tomorrow, because the key would be, if you answer right or wrong, take a drink. That's the way to do it. So that's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. I had a good chat with all y'all today. Do not forget to be out here liking my channel. Not liking my channel. Liking the video. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel. I love that y'all was commenting in the comment section. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also on Twitter. And again, a good time was had by all. Again, look, tomorrow gonna be fun, y'all. It's a lot of bullshit going on in the world. It's a lot of divisiveness going on in the world. It's a lot of things that can make your mind just want to explode. So I was like, I have to do something fun. So I for sure brought back my game nights. If y'all see the old JayBirds, remember we used to have game nights like every other week. And I cut it out because I was just too busy. But game nights is back. Okay. Hood Jeopardy is basically what this is. Will be our first new game we play. I'll probably get back to doing some Black Card Revoked. I'm going to do some who said that type of thing, whatever. But again, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do Wheel of Fortune. Some kind of way we're gonna play Wheel of Fortune. I don't know how yet. I'm gonna get it figured out because I want to make sure that we just, we able to come here and just, saying, this have fun. I'm saying that's what it is. But again, great time had by all. Thank you to my moms. My moms are amazing. My moms work hard because the spams, they be on some bullshit or whatever. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Be blessed. Be loved. Okay, be protected of yourself. Be your own vibe at all times. Other than that, I gotta go. I love you all. Peace.